Hi, the topic today is how to be highly effective, and I'm focusing on mindset. Mindset plays a huge role in your life. In fact, the most important thing is mindset in your life. You see, mindset for me is the distance between where you are at the moment and the goals you want to achieve. It is the distance between where you are at the moment and also your vision. So this is why I said mindset plays a huge role. Because if you don't understand what mindset is, then it's very, very difficult for you to achieve your vision or your goals. You can't achieve your objectives. Because mindset is so important that you can't do anything without having the proper mindset. So most of the reason why people don't achieve what they want to achieve is because they haven't got the right mindset. You see, the mindset is like, you see, if you want to become whatever you want to become, you got to have the right mindset. If you can't have the right mindset, no matter how much you pray, no matter how much God has promised you, you cannot achieve it because you cannot handle it. The reason why you can't achieve your goals or your objectives is because you can't handle it. You haven't developed the right mindset. You see, God has promised us a huge thing, but we have to develop the mindset. Because without the proper mindset, it's impossible for you to achieve what you want to achieve. Because the mindset is something that helps you to become what you want to be. And see, the mindset, creates that process. You see, this is where you are, and this is where you want to be. But you haven't got the mindset in between. That is the equation I want you to have in your mind. You haven't got the right mindset. So the right mindset, because you haven't got the right mindset, you have to go through different routes or a process. And this is where a process comes in. You see, the process is just like, it's the mindset. It's like that distance, from where you are and where you want to go, or your destination, so to say. So because your mindset is not right, because if your mindset is not right, you can't handle it. You can't handle your vision. You can't handle your objective. So the first and foremost is to develop the right mindset. You see, I can't become a millionaire if I haven't got the right mindset. I can't become a doctor or a proper one if I haven't developed the right mindset. I can't be influential or be impactful if I haven't developed the right mindset. So the right mindset is the key, because your mindset is the angle and also the prism through which you see everything in life. You see, if you don't have the right mindset, you can't handle whatever you are praying for. I see people, they pray for a long time and they never achieve something. It's because they haven't developed the right mindset. The right mindset is like you have a glass of water, and you have a glass and you want a jar, maybe a bottle of water. So the bottle of water cannot go into the cup at one go, because if you do it there, it will spill over. So this is the way the mindset works. So until you develop the mindset that is equivalent to what you want to achieve, you can't be there. No matter how much you study, no matter how much the degree you got, no matter how much you think you have, if you don't have the right mindset, you are not going to get it. Look, God has promised you a lot, but you haven't developed the right mindset. And because you haven't developed the mindset, that is why you go through a route, different routes, different ways to really develop your mindset. You go through challenges so that you can, develop experience, develop mindset, develop insight as to have the right mindset. So mindset is very, very important, because mindset is being able to know who you are. Mindset is all about knowing your roots. knowing the power you possess, being aware of who you are. So if you haven't got the right mindset, I'm sorry, you can't get it. So no matter how you try to be, no matter what you dream, no matter what you try to be, no way you can achieve it. Because you can't handle it in the first place. So how can you have access to what you can't handle? Nobody's gonna give you what you can't handle. You can't become a president if you haven't got the right mindset. You can't become, a headmaster or a headmistress or whatever you want to become, or a doctor or whatever you want to become without the right mindset. You can't handle it. So you are just praying for what you can't handle. And God cannot give it to you because you can't handle it. So because you can't handle it at the moment, then you have, routes and steps to go in order to get to where your destination. So the mindset is the key. Get this equation in your mind. If you haven't got the right mindset, you're not gonna achieve what you want to achieve. So the reason the countries or the world, the way maybe a country is the same way is it because they haven't got the developed mindset. It's like you have economy of 1 billion, and then you are putting 200 billion into it. It can't work. It will collapse the system. The same way, if your mindset is small, then if you put a big thing, it's gonna collapse you. You're gonna crush you. So you can't have it. It's impossible. So the key is to develop your mindset. To understand the right mindset, you got to have a right frame of mind for you to appropriate, for you to achieve what you want to achieve. So it is not a matter of going to pray. Because you pray as much as you like, you can't develop the mindset. You have to go through a process. You have to develop yourself. You have to see, different routes, get different experiences for you to achieve it. It's like giving a child, what, is too heavy for the person, the child. It's like you are carrying the whole world on your head. How can you carry the whole world on your head? Nowhere. So the mindset is the key. Mindset is how we feel about things. Mindset is all about how you look at things. Do you look at things in a proper perspective? Do you look at things and say, look, I can achieve it? Do you look at things and say, look, this is who I am? So a person who has the right mindset must know who he is. You must know your capability. You must know what you already possess. And once you have the right mindset, you are not subject to your environment anymore. So when I mean you are not subject to environment, you are not subject to what people are thinking. You are always objective towards what you want to do. It's not like you can't care about what people are doing, but the thing is that you will not allow the influences of people to come into your life. Because those influences might be a negative influence. So it might not be a positive one. So your mindset is very, very critical. It's very, very important. Because your mindset is going to allow you to reflect who you are. Your mindset will something that will, help you to overcome all your challenges. You must have heard that if people throw stones to you, you use it to build castles. If somebody throws stones to you, you use it to build castles. If somebody puts you in a difficult position, and then with proper mindset, you use it and build your castle. Simple. So you cannot, God has created us in such a way that we are unstoppable. The only one that can stop us is ourselves. So this is why this topic today is very, very important. So what I'm saying is this: get the right mindset. Getting the right mindset means you have to understand who you are in the first place. You have to understand the power you possess. You have to understand, your value, what you already possess. And then you counter it with what you're seeing in your environment. You counter it with what people are saying. You counter it with lack of funds or lack of, assistance. So your environment is not supposed to influence you to a level of, bringing down your vision or bringing down what you want to achieve, bringing down your objectives. So you have had that, look, once you set your objective, all obstacles give way. It only gives way when you have the right mindset. Do you possess the right mindset? You see, so the reason why, when people retreat, when they want to have a vision, is because they haven't got the right mindset. They can't handle it. It's like giving a child 20 million. He can't handle it. So if you're praying for, your dream to be realized, you got to have the right mindset. You got to believe that you can do it. You got to, know the power you possess and then use it. So your mindset has to be equivalent to what you want to achieve. So if you tell me where you are, then that is where your mindset is. Wherever you position you find yourself, that is the level at which you're operating. So if you want a bigger thing to come into your life, you have to develop a bigger mindset. That is what I'm saying. See, your position in life cannot be different from your mindset. Because if you are given, your position is here and your mindset is lower, what you want to achieve is higher, you cannot achieve it until you gradually develop your mindset. Because without this, nowhere. See, look at a situation. Three people are working in the same place. Maybe they are chiseling granites, stones, picking stones. Now, one person is asked, what are you doing? He said, I'm just managing to pick these stones to see if I can get money to feed. You ask the second person, he says, oh, I'm just doing it to get the salary and then see what I can do. And then you ask the third person, and the person says, I'm getting this to build a cathedral to achieve, or a cathedral to worship my God, a cathedral to be great in life. You see, these three people, they are just doing the same thing, but each of them has different mindsets. They all have different mindsets. So that is the way life is. So it has nothing to do with magic. See, you see, three people doing the same job, but they have three different mindsets. The one that has a mindset, oh, I'm just doing it, I'm suffering so much, I'm just doing it just to survive. That is his mindset. The second person, oh, I'm just doing it, so I don't know, I don't have a hope, I did this. That is the mindset. Then the third person says, oh, I'm just building a powerful cathedral where I can worship my Lord and be great in life. This is also a different mindset. And that is where the person is going. So that is the way life is. You have three siblings. They came from the same father. They have the same opportunity. But you see different people, each one of them rising to a different level. It's all about their mindset. It is not what you possess. It is how your mind, how you, think, how you believe in yourself. So it is not a matter of, it is not what you are given that matters. It is your mindset that matters. These three people, they are chiseling out stone. And this one has a lower mindset. This one has a bigger mindset. That is how life is. So people think it is the quantity of things that's being given. No, It is your mindset that multiplies the little you have. One moment. I'm not saying you can't become a billionaire or a millionaire by stealing money. That's not what I'm saying. Of course, if you steal it, you're going to lose it because you haven't got the mindset. In fact, you can't handle it. It's a matter of giving you 10 years, 3 years, everything collapse. Because you didn't go through a process. You didn't develop a right mindset. So that's why a person will win a lottery of 30 million. After 2 years, the person becomes a beggar. It starts begging. Imagine somebody who had $30 million or 30 million pounds or 30 million, whatever amount of money. In the next 3 years, the person is begging. Why? Because he couldn't handle it. Because he never developed the mindset to be able to envelope, to accommodate what he already possessed. So the key thing is not what you have. The key thing is the mindset. Because it is the mindset you have that can help you to sustain whatever you want to do. It's about sustenance. Now, I can, I can break and grab something. It doesn't make me a billionaire. That's why you can steal money. It doesn't make you a billionaire. After like 10 years, the money will disappear. Because you haven't developed the mindset. So don't bother about stealing something. The button is this: how can I return it? How can I sustain what I have? That is the equation I want you to set up in your mind. So this is why I'm saying mindset is the key. Because if you haven't got the right mindset and you get it through hickey way, 3 years, 5 years, that's the end of it. Because you can't handle it. I remember there was a time we were looking for a contract. Because that contract is big, because you haven't got the right mindset. We couldn't handle it. And we never appropriated it. So your mindset is the key. Get the right mindset. You will achieve whatever you want to achieve. So how do you get the right mindset? You get the right mindset by, first of all, understanding the power you already possess. By, first of all, being aware of who you are. Because if you're not aware of who you are, you cannot use the energy, you cannot use the power, you cannot use the potentials you already possess. So there is no magic about this. It's like somebody, giving you the burden of the world on your head. The thing will crush you. So the reason you set goals and you have not achieved it because you haven't developed the right mindset. The right mindset is the distance between where you are at the moment and the goals you want to achieve. Where you are at the moment and also your vision. Where you are at the moment and your destination. That is the distance. So in between is the right mindset. So no matter how you do it, you can't go anywhere. So that is why I'm here to say, look, you see, no matter how little you possess, it is inconsequential. What matters is your mindset. You can have 20p, but you have a good mindset. I am telling you, you will ride high. You will soar. Why people soar is because they have a right mindset. Look at 3 people doing the same thing. One person, has a weak mindset. So do you think he's gonna rise above it? No. But the person who has a big mindset, who understands things, knows that's where he's going. That what matters in life is not what you already possess. What matters in life is your mindset. You've heard a story when Jesus Christ said clearly that if you have a faith like a mustard seed, you will move mountain. A little faith like a mustard seed, you move mountain. That means what you need is a little money to make things happen. So if you don't understand this, you waste time stealing. You waste time, defrauding people. You waste time doing. You don't know that the little money you have, the little possession you have, is enough to set you high. It is all about mindset. It is about how you think, what you feel about yourself. If you feel yourself that, look, I am nobody, that is who you are. If you feel you can't achieve it, that is who you are. You can't achieve it. I'm not saying you can't temporarily possess it. You can temporarily possess it, but you can't sustain it. You can't retain it. If you are given 5 years, 2 years, the money will go. The wealth will disappear. Because the man's mindset to sustain it, to sustain the weight is not there. It's like building a castle on the air. It's gonna drop down. It's gonna crush. So the first thing is to get the mindset. Get the mindset that, look, this is who you are. If you don't know the invisible power inside of you, nowhere. If you don't know that you possess invisible power, if you don't know that you possess God yourself, then you will allow everything, every wind that blows around you to influence you. The key thing is, when you understood who you are no longer subject to their environment. What I mean, you are no longer subject to what people say. You are no longer subject to critics. You are no longer subject to your work environment where probably they pay you peanuts. So you are no longer subject to, to dirty environment or dirty things you see on the street, because you have the right mindset. So you could be working, doing a little thing, but you are being treated bad. But if you have a right mindset, you will rise above that. In fact, you might even buy the whole place you're working. If you have a right mindset. That is the way God created us. God created us and gave us a powerful mind. That, look, nobody can force you to think what you don't want to think. That is why you see people in prison, when they come out, they become president. People in prison, when they come out, they become a billionaire. Because of the mindset. So nobody in the world can change your mind except you. Nobody in the world can, force you to think what you don't want to think. So everything depends on you. The whole world is your choice. So because everything depends on you, then your failure, you cannot blame it on anybody. Your success or your failure depends on you. It has nothing to do with the external person. It has nothing to do with the external factors. See, God didn't create us so that external factors affect us. It only affects us when we allow those factors to come into our life. When we allow the external factors to bruise us. So remember, they said that the enemy within is bigger than the enemy outside. The opponent you are facing outside is insignificant compared to the opponent you have in your mind. So if you can defeat yourself, if you can take control of yourself, there is no amount of obstacle in front of you you cannot overpower. So the opponent has no power except the one you've given it by not having the right mindset, by not developing yourself, by not knowing who you are. You see, once you have the right mindset, you are not afraid of anybody. Because you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. Regardless of what critics say. Regardless of what naysayers are saying. So this is why I said this morning, I need to talk about this mindset. Because positive mindset, developing your mindset is crucial. there is no need, praying and praying and praying, and you cannot get a result because you haven't developed the mindset. God cannot allow you. God has promised you great thing, but he will not allow you to have it if you don't have the right mindset. Because even if it comes, you repel it. You just drive it away. It's like giving a child the wealth of the world in his hand. The child can't handle it. If God gives you what you're praying for, you can't handle it. That's why you've not received it. So first and foremost, you have to develop your mindset. Developing your mindset, first of all, is to understand you possess power inside of you. The invisible God is living inside of you. So, and because the invisible God is living inside of you, you are no longer subject to your environment. You are no longer subject to the authority you face in your workplace. So it is not how much you are being paid. It doesn't count anymore because you have the right mindset. That's why if you have an amount of money like a mustard seed, you can grow it and become a billionaire or a millionaire. All is your choice. This is why it's important. I see people, they go about crazy looking for something, they don't know they already possess it. You see, there's little stipend, the little money you get is enough for you to grow your business. The little thing you get is enough for you to go into any direction you want to go. You don't have to wait till when you gather as much as possible. You don't have to do that. That is why the fraudsters, they have to get millions and millions and millions and millions. They think it's by getting millions they're going to achieve it. No. What you need is a little thing to move the mountain. What you need is a small thing, a little fraction. Once you get the little fraction and with the right mindset, you build it. Remember that if people throw you stone, use it and build your castle. When we say people throw you stone, it's like in a workplace. They're paying you peanut. That is like people throwing you, a pebble, throwing stone to you. But that little money you're making there can help you, can enable you to achieve what you want to do. If you find yourself in a difficult position, the little breeze you're getting there is enough for you to spring up and soar like the eagle. This is the secret of life. The irony of life is that you think you're gonna get until you get it big before you can do something. No. The principle says that it is a little thing that moves mountain. Is a little, a little pressure, you put here gives you newtons of power, great power, force. So some people think, oh, if I want to achieve something, I have to go to heaven, I have to go to, no. It's just a little thing you want to do. And you start moving. Because you develop the mindset. The mindset is you believe it. And you know what you already possess. You have confidence. You are comfortable in your skin. You have, because by knowing who you are, that means you have developed the right self-esteem. Then when you develop the right self-esteem, you no longer react, you respond to things. If you talk to me in a negative way, I don't react. I respond. Because I know what I possess. It's not what you said to me. That what you said to me doesn't matter. It's like a water, splash on the stone. It splashes away. Nobody is giving power over you. It is you that relinquishes your power. It's not what people say that matters. It is what you say, what you internalize. So this is why mindset is great. You don't have to wait till you get thousands for you to do great things. All you need is little thing you start off with the right mindset, because you already know what you possess. You're not gonna You're not going to allow your external factors, people, to talk you down, to talk you out of your dream, to talk you out of what you want to do. Because you already know who you are. They don't know you. It's only because you don't know who you are. That is why when people say something, you follow it like a magnet. You know, you drag it out. You have to respond, not react. Because these forces talking to you, these people talking to you, these things coming to you, they don't know you. You are there to tell them, look, this is who I am. This is the power I possess. So, life is about the confidence you have in yourself. How do you develop confidence? Is by self-esteem, by understanding, self-awareness. I tell people, if you love yourself, how do you know a person who loves himself? By the work you're doing. Don't tell me you love yourself, but when I come around, I see the way you're doing your work. I see how, the desire, the passion, and the confidence you have in doing your work. That will tell me about yourself and tell me about whether you love yourself. So these two things, they are not inseparable. They are the same. So the first thing somebody does is self-awareness. When you develop self-awareness, the next thing is you develop yourself. So if you don't develop yourself, no matter what you do, it has nothing to do with degree. You can still be a professor, a PhD holder, you can still have confidence. You don't know what to do. If you're giving something, you collapse because you haven't developed the mindset. It is not taught in the school. It is by inspiration and revelation. It's about you being introspective, knowing who you are, knowing the power you possess. Once you know who you are, you'll be bouncing. When others are crying, you'll be laughing. I say, what's the matter with these people? Why? Because you already know who you are. You can't be envious of anybody. You can't be jealous of anybody. Because you are only, in fact, nobody's like you. Nobody will be like you. Get it right. Nobody is like you. And nobody will be like you in this world. So you have a 1 in a trillion chance. You are 1 in a trillion chance. Nobody's going to be like you in the universe. And nobody was like you. Nobody's like you. Nobody will be like you. This is who you are. Develop the right mindset. Once you develop the right mindset, then your dream becomes, it becomes something you have achieved. Your vision, you will achieve it. Regardless of what they say. The critics can be saying anything they like. They are entitled to say what, to feel and say what they are. But what matters is that who you are. Don't, unless you internalize the views or the opinion of the critics. There is nobody's, see, the only opinion that matters is your own opinion about yourself. The opinion of your dad, the opinion of your brother, your sister, your people around you, they are irrelevant. They are inconsequential. It is your own opinion about yourself that matters. People might say, oh, look, how are you going to do it? You have to keep cool. Because you already know what you possess. You are not flapped. You are not panicked. For what? It's all about self-awareness. It's all about developing yourself. Having confidence. Having self-esteem. You don't need to have the whole world in order to make a difference. You start making a difference from small, from wherever you are. You don't need a degree to make a difference. You don't need to be a billionaire to make a difference. You don't need to be a giant. You don't need to be a supermodel to make a difference. Start making a difference wherever you are. Because that is who you are. You possess the same power God possesses. Because you are a child of God. The same thing He has given to you. But your mindset will not allow you. Because when you don't have the right mindset, you will not believe it. As I'm talking to you, you'll be doubting because the right mindset is not there. But anytime you have the right mindset, you'll begin to internalize and say, look, this is no wonder this guy is saying this. I'm not going to force you to believe what I'm saying. But give yourself time. You're going to develop yourself as to understand what you can do. One moment. So, you possess enough power to make a difference. You don't have to be a professor to make a difference. You don't have to be a billionaire to make a difference. You don't have to come from a rich family to make a difference. You don't have to come from a royal family to make a difference. You already possess the status. You already possess God has given you the status. So whoever is selling you the idea that you need extra status to make a difference is telling you lies. Are you hearing me? You already possess the required status given to you by God in your mother's womb. So anybody that is, telling you, selling another status to you, it's just like you decided to be ignorant. It's your choice. I look at people and say, it's not the car that is going to give you the status. It's not the house is going to make you. It's not by who you associate that give you. This is what the world so to you. You already possess the right status in this world. You already possess it. So why are you looking for another status? Thinking when you buy the Rolls Royce, that's going to give you the status. You already possess it. That is a gift from God. The status is given to you in your mother's womb. So what are you waiting for? Why do you have to seek acceptance? Acceptance from who? You are looking for acceptance all over, for people to accept you. Trying to please people, in the process losing out entirely. Trying to satisfy everybody. You can't satisfy everybody. When people meet you, they're already satisfied before. So wasting your energy and resources looking for status, looking people to for you to be accepted, it is a misadventure. It's a misdirected effort. Don't look for acceptance because you already have it. Don't look for status, you already possess it. Just be introspective enough as to understand yourself, self-awareness. Understand what you're good at, what you want to do, and how you want to live your life. Don't allow the influence of other people to thwart you or to misdirect you, to lead you to another direction. By the time you are looking for status, you're looking for acceptance, people will take advantage of you. And they will misdirect you and talk you out of your dream, talk you out of your vision, talk you out of your goals in life. But as soon as you know who you are unstoppable. Like I said, if people throw stone on you, you use them build castle and be laughing at them. They can criticize you as much. Criticism, hatred, they are fertile ground. They help you to grow. They fertilize you, make you stronger. So when people are criticizing you, don't feel unhappy. Rejoice over it because they are giving you a building blocks. They are giving you stones which you're going to use to build your castle. God has made you wonderful and has given you once in a life opportunity. It doesn't sound real. It's because of self-doubt. The worst thing somebody can possess is self-doubt. Doubting yourself. If you can doubt yourself, then tell me who you wouldn't doubt. Self-doubt is a killer. Most people, they cannot believe in themselves. They can't have confidence in themselves, no matter how you try to do it. Because you are full of self-doubt. Self-doubt is a killer. And self-doubt destroys your mindset. Self-doubt destroys who you are. So, I'm going to wind down now. Mindset is important. The key to life is the right mindset. If you haven't got the right mindset, you can't appropriate what God has promised you. No matter how you pray, no matter how you do, if you have to develop the right mindset. Because if you don't have the right mindset, you can't handle it. What you are praying for, what you are dreaming, what you want to achieve, you can't handle it if you don't have the right mindset so that you can sustain it. It's like a pillar on which you can sustain your dream. Right mindset is like a pillar, you build. It's like a foundation on which you can build whatever you want to do. So it is not degree, it is not money, it is not status that gives you the right mindset. What gives you the right mindset is being aware of who you are, self-awareness. 99% of people don't know who they are. Because if you don't know who you are, that is why you give in to a lot of, vagaries of discussions and vagaries of things people are saying. The reason why you retreat to sideline is because you haven't got the right mindset. You contemplate action and you will never carry it out because you're afraid. You criticize people who are doing great things because you yourself don't possess the right mind. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe what another person is saying. And then where do you end? You end up being envious. You end up being jealous. You end up, murdering people. You end up destroying things. You end up, losing out in everything. You end up taking gun to shoot everybody and kill everybody. Because you are not aware that you already possess God. You are not aware what other people possess. If you understood who another person is, you wouldn't do them harm. You begin to understand that everybody is important. You see, when you don't know that everybody is important, it is a sign that you lack self-awareness. The way you talk to people, the way you relate to people, the way you walk tells all about you. It tells all about the knowledge you possess, the level of self-awareness. So if you don't know who you are, you can't know where you're going. You don't know where you can't know where you're going, you can't know what to do, you'll be confused. So mindset is the key. Mindset helps you to sustain your vision. Mindset helps you to sustain your goals. Mindset helps you to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Don't gamble with mindset. Without the right mindset, you can't handle what you're dreaming. Without the right mindset, you can't build on anything. Mindset is the key. Thank you.